Republican Congressman Don Manzullo is a member of that House panel that grilled Bernanke, Geithner, and company this morning on AIG bonuses. Congressman, we thank you for coming in. We appreciate you being here. But before we talk about the hearing, we want to wish you a happy birthday. It's your 65th, right?
Thank you. It's my 65th birthday, and I blew up in the committee today.
I know. That was. I hope they knew it was your birthday, and that's why they didn't hit back as hard as they. Let's actually listen so that the folks out there know what we're talking about. Let's listen to it, and then we'll return to you. Just a second.
Okay, thank you. Did the people who took out insurance with AIG to insure their retirement plans get reimbursed 100%, so they suffered very little loss? Yes or no?
It depends on the nature of those specific contracts. It depends on the nature of those contracts. But what the critical thing is, the damage to the average American pension fund.
No, you did not answer the question. The average American person has already lost 40 to 50% of their insurance plan.
Happy birthday, Congressman! You gave them all. You were shooting from both barrels there, but you never got a specific answer, did you?
No, it's really frustrating because Americans have lost 40, 50, 60, 70% of their pension plans, either in IRAs or 401ks or a defined contribution plan, something like that. And at the same time, had to write a $40 billion check to give to AIG so AIG could honor an insurance plan that pension plans took out with them, so their pensions wouldn't have to take a big hit. I think this is grossly unfair. I mean, kudos to the people at the pension plans that took out the insurance with AIG, but should Americans have to lose up to 70% of our retirement plans and still have to write a check for $40 billion so that another retirement plan is made full?
Well, and Congressman, the thing that outrages a lot of us more than anything else about AIG is the fact that $52 billion went to pay off a lot of their housing debts to foreign firms, foreign hedge funds. I mean, all this U.S. taxpayer dollars is going to bail out rich foreigners. Well, it doesn't seem right.
But that obviously is wrong also. But, you know, the biggest city in the congressional district I represent, Rockford, Illinois, has 14% unemployment. And we have hundreds of small factories and small businesses that are hanging onto a cliff that they don't know if they can make it from week to week. And then, not only is their business in disarray, our jobs are threatened or they lost their jobs, and their pension plan is down 70%, and then we find out that they had to write a check for $40 billion on money that does not exist to give to AIG so AIG could honor insurance contracts sold to other pension plans so those pension plans wouldn't have to suffer any loss.
Well,
that's grossly unfair.
We now see Mr. Geithner and Mr. Bernanke sitting next to each other, essentially almost a part of the same organization. I mean, now you have the Federal Reserve buying Treasury bonds, monetizing the debt that is spent by the Treasury. You have Mr. Bernanke arguing in favor of giving Mr. Geithner even more power than he already has, which is, frankly, the most extraordinary power any Treasury Secretary has had in U.S. history. Is he going to get that extra power?
I don't think he's going to get it from this Congress, Republican or Democratic. But you know what? The money that the Fed used to buy our treasuries, that does not show up on debt. That's paper money. They just print it out.
Right. That's right.
It's bogus money.
That's money that eventually becomes inflation, and frankly, inflation is the dirtiest tax there is. And, you know, the Treasury's not the one that's supposed to be issuing tax rates.
Well, it's not. I mean, this thing is so messed up. There are over 30 programs spending somewhere around $11 trillion, and people are so fed up with Washington. I think Congress's approval rate is 7%. It should be 0 after what we saw today.
Well, zero plus one, Congressman, because it's your birthday, and we wish you a very happy birthday. Hope you have a good time celebrating.
Thank you. I don't drink, but if I did, I'd be celebrating tonight. Thank you.
Congressman Don Manzullo, thank you very much. Good to see you. Appreciate it.